Alright, so if you guys tuned in last video, showed you some real Chinese food.
You're kidding me. Not enjoying this. No, this is terrible.
So you didn't have the best experience, I guess?
I wasn't, you know, and the experience was just based on like fast American Chinese food. So some people love and some people don't. I don't.
Inspired by that video, we are making some
Sweet and sour chicken. You know, sweet and sour chicken dish is a very Cantonese dish. You know, I grew up on it. Some people like it in their weddings because the significance of that is like life, it could be very sweet, but sometimes a little sour. So sweet and sour really comes from that.
Did you just make that up completely?
No, it's not, son. And then you have noodles, longevity, okay? Then you have chicken, symbolic of phoenix, like flamboyant.
What about cream cheese rangoon?
Oh. It's just funny to rhyme it. Yeah, cream cheese rangoon.
There's nothing that rhymes in it.
No, but... So first, I'm going to show you guys a very classic Cantonese marinade. I'm just going to, you know, take off some of the fats.
So is it always made with white chicken?
No, and that's a very good point, son. You know, some people like the chicken leg, some people use pork ribs, some people use just like pork belly. There's so many different cuts. Now I'm cutting them in cubes. I'm going to a second step. I would like to cut the cube very evenly, so it means they cook at the same time. Then I'm going to marinate it. Eggs, sesame oil, Chinese wine. Yeah, just give the chicken a little bit flavor.
What's your opinion on rinsing chicken?
Depends on if it's a whole bird. I do like to rinse it. Except when you're rinsing it, making sure there's no pocket that the water goes in between the breasts and also the leg. So always hold the bird on the top, keep the breast closed, and then you rinse it off. A lot of people do not know about that. That's the secret of Chinese cooking right here. Some custard powder. Custard powder, essentially, it's a powder of making like pastry cream. That's exactly what it is. But they turn into a powder form. It makes the chicken very kind of like, has a little bit of that vanilla, yet but not. Mix it in with a little bit of water. You see? You see the color of that right away turn into a yellow. A little bit MSG. MSG gives an umami taste. Pinch of sugar.
Uncle Roger gets mad when people don't use MSG in Chinese cooking.
They don't use MSG they in Chinese cooking. That's not Chinese food. Marinate it in 25 minutes. So I have sugar, cane sugar.
Why this kind of sugar?
Because this is the most natural. Little water, making the sugar. Meanwhile, some red and green pepper. Chop it roughly. Just chop ginger. And also add some chopped onions, just roughly chopped. Some oil goes down, everything goes down. Get the fragrance out. Sweet and sour sauce, one of the best flavor. It's actually...
Quickly want to interrupt the video to thank today's sponsor, which is
Bombas.
So if you've never tried Bombas before, this is your sign to try them because these are easily the most comfortable socks we've ever worn.
No toe seams, are support, and made with premium materials.
So these are actually mine. I got the lightweight athletic socks since I've been trying to go to the gym more often. And Bombas is known for their socks, but they actually make t-shirts, underwear, slippers, all comfort focused, so everything is extremely comfortable. But what makes Bombas different and our favorite thing is their mission.
For every single item you buy, they donate one to someone in need.
So socks, underwear, t-shirts are all highly requested at shelters, so this really is an amazing initiative. And Bombas has actually donated over 150 million items so far.
Wow. One purchase equal one donated.
And now Bombas finally offers international shipping to over
200 countries.
And they also have a 100% happiness guarantee, which means if you don't love something, you can return it and exchange it. No stress.
If you want to feel good and do good,
hit the link below. New customers get 20% off using our code, which is on screen.
Thank you to Bombas for supporting the channel. Let's get back to the recipe. Sweet and sour sauce, one of the best flavor is actually haw flakes. Something, it touches my heart every time I look at it, because you know why? I used to, when I was drinking Chinese medicine is very bitter. My mom would put this on the side like this. She would have a bowl of black Chinese herbal tea, very bitter, and then she pinched my nose, and then she said, drink half. First of all, I have to eat this first. Then I drink half, then she put another half in my mouth.
What is it?
Because haw flake is a fruit, it's a haw fruit, and they dry into a paste. This is actually Chinese candy. Water, haw flakes.
Looks like hot dogs. I thought it was meat when you were opening it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. So haw flakes. Now we're going to turn it down a bit. Make sure now the sugar is sort of like turned into kind of thick syrup. Then this is haw fruit. So if you look at this is the one that it turned into this. Goes in. Let it cook very slowly. Now I turn this syrup down so they're nice and syrupy, and this is exactly what I'm looking for. Now keep the syrup on the side. Then I'm going to add chicken stock. I have a piece of lemon. I'll take the seed out to prevent like getting bitterness. Goes in there and let it cook very slowly. Half an hour, very slow cook, so it compress all the flavor from onions, peppers, flakes, the sweetness, and also hall. That's the English word, hawthorn. While the sugar syrup is boiling, you can see the shininess, the velvetness. I'm hitting vinegar. Try not to be fancy. Don't use like balsamic. Don't use any kind of sherry vinegar. Good old white vinegar. That's what you need. I cook the vinegar together. Next step, crispy batter, flour. I have cornstarch. I have wheat starch, baking powder, gluten rice flour.
So how does this type of batter compare to like a...
Well, this one essentially is like the Chinese tempura. So I stir it up very well, mix it very well. I'm just going to keep some slowly. Stir that in. Keep the batter nice and fluffy. A little bit more water. Stirs it very well. Not only just one batter, there's another batter it's going to be adding in here. So the next step, I'm going to put this away, okay? Stir up egg white, cornstarch. This is the next batter. Then I'm going to show you how to put this crispy batter together. Now I'm going to cut some peppers.
I do a challenge for you.
Yeah.
Name as many basketball players you can in 20 seconds.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. God, how come you always make me do this when I'm focusing cutting, son? One of the most important part is like cooking. You have to be silent and think and focus. At the same time, we have timing. All those things you want me to think about something else, I think that's really not right. It's very hard for me.
You somehow turned my challenge into a life lesson.
Yes. Have some pineapple. Looks like it's really coming along. You see the syrupy, the thickness coming from the vegetable, also the sugar. Now I have this sweet and sour base ready, which has whole flakes, whole fruit. Next thing you know, I'm straining this sauce into the sugar and vinegar and turning into, you stir. Now it's very syrupy, and this is what I'm looking for. Little secret is edible food coloring. Your orange touches, any kind of like red happiness right here.
Is that your new name for it? Red happiness?
Yes. Now, last minute, I still have to add something in there. Tomato ketchup. I take the chicken out of the marinade, kind of drain it out a bit. So I used a little bit of my 2 batter that I made earlier, and I use some of this in here, and then I use some of that in there. I'm just drizzling around a bit, mix it very well, very light. Put it on the bowl. Quickly toss this in. I'm going to drag this into remaining of my secret mix of flour. Mixing this into a dry up the flour. Mix this into so they're completely coated. Now I dredge it to marinate the flour, egg, and also some of our secret batter. Now I'm going to drop every single piece in. Now I'm keeping the oil quite low because I'm poaching this. So I'm going to do a double fry after. Now I'm just going to cook the batter.
How long are we refrying it for?
Well, right now I'm just going to poach it for maybe about 3 to 4 minutes. And now I'm going to take it out. I'm going to drain the oil out a bit and get ready for the second fry. Now I'm going to get some vegetable that I cut earlier, pepper, onions, and then I'm just going to run through hot oil very quickly. And that is done. And this is a very classical Chinese cooking. They often run through vegetable and oil, so they stay very crunchy, but at the same time, and they cooked. So now I'm doing the second frying. So get the color going. Now we are just keeping the oil rotating So they fry evenly. You can tell the golden brown is really hitting the color. Now double fry is done. Now we're going into the finished product. Vegetables, pineapple, 1, 2, 3, stir, stir, stir. Get the pineapple going a bit. Chicken goes down. Toss, toss, toss. Then sauce. Quick stir. 1 dash of sesame oil. Done. I rain a little bit sesame seed on it. Oh yeah.
So we're gonna try it now. Looks amazing. We got a little bit of rice, obviously. So what's the dream bite?
Dream bite is 1 bite. Wow, that's a big one, son.
1 bite. Everybody knows the rules.
Just do it.
You know what's amazing is that I feel like most of the time when you get sweet and sour chicken or anything fried from Chinese, it's not that crispy. But since we literally just like made the batter, just fried it, just put it in the sauce, it's still so crispy.
Because also the second fryer.
Yeah.
The first fry really cooked the chicken to hold the batter, keep it into a form. The second one is really getting the crispiness.
Your sauce is perfect too.
This is sweet, this is sour.
If you could change anything, what would you change?
I would an orange zest. I would just last minute, before I hit the sauce in, I should use a little bit of orange zest, just a little bit. Toss our sauce, done. I think I have to give myself, this one is 95%. You haven't given me a rating for some time, son.
I'll give 5%.
What do you mean 5%? You give another 5.
Like you give 95, I give 5.
Oh, and that adds up, it's 100.
No, like mine's just 5%, it's bad.
Come on, you can't give me 5%.
I'm gonna be eating this for the next couple days, I guess.
Yeah, I can help you out, son.
Sincerely.
Press the button, subscribe. What?
Can't stop eating.